Hello there. Today we are going to make Alfredo sauce, and I have with me my daughter, Kaylee.
Hi.
She has made this before a few times and really likes it, and I would say that it rivals
every
Alfredo sauce, any restaurant, anywhere, and it couldn't be easier. So I'm going to read the recipe real quick, what you need, and I'm going to actually double it. But for one recipe, you need a 1/4 cup butter, 1 cup heavy cream, 1 clove garlic crushed, 1.5 cups grated Parmesan cheese, and a 1/4 cup chopped fresh parsley. I just use dried parsley. So all we're going to do is we're going to melt the butter in a pan over medium-low heat. Then we're going to add the cream, simmer it for 5 minutes, add the garlic, the cheese, whisk it together until the cheese melts, add the parsley, and serve. That's all there is to truly the most amazing Alfredo sauce.
It's super simple.
So, as far as butter goes, a 1/4 cup butter is half a stick, and I'm going to double it. So I'm going to do a 1/2 cup butter, 1 full stick, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, which is going to end up being half a container of this. This is a quart, which is 4 cups. So we're going to end up using half of this. And instead of using fresh garlic, I'm just going to use my minced garlic that I've used before because it's quick and easy. And then 1.5 cups of grated Parmesan. I figured out that one of these little Parmesan cheese tubs from Aldi is almost exactly 1.5 cups. So I don't even measure it anymore because I know that this is about 1.5 cups. So we're going to head over to the stove and show you how we do this, and it'll probably just take as long as it takes for the cream to heat. That's really all there is to it. So we'll head over. Okay, so Kaylee's going to demonstrate, and I am just going to do the videoing. So she's starting off by putting our butter in the pan on kind of medium-low heat. And it'll take just a minute for that to melt. And then once that's melted, we're gonna add in 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I know there's recipes out there for other kinds of like just half and half and other stuff, but they will not be as thick. It won't be the same. But you can try it and see. I've never tried anything other than this, so I really can't speak to it. So what Kaylee's doing is she's kind of moving the butter around, just trying to help it melt faster. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. The butter is melted. So now we're gonna heat that for, does it say 5 minutes?
Just till it's simmering.
Yeah, simmer for 5 minutes. So the thing with milk, you don't really want it to get too terribly hot. So we're just gonna have to take it slow and just give it some time. And then we'll come back once it's gotten warm. Okay, so it's starting to simmer and you can see the bubbles. You don't want it to boil. I've talked before about a rolling boil, which is big, big bubbles. You just want the little bubbles. We're gonna do this for 5 minutes and it's starting to pick up steam. So I'm gonna turn it down just maybe about half a notch or half a whatever. It was right about here, and so now I've moved it up to here. And we're gonna just keep stirring it for about 5 minutes now. So now it's been 5 minutes and Kaylee's going to add in 2 garlic cloves. The recipe calls for 1. She put 1 in. So we're gonna put 1 more in. And yeah, now scoop that up again so they can see about how much you're using. That's about how much I use for 1 minced clove. That might be a little much, but Mama says there ain't no thing such as too much garlic. So we're just gonna add that in, cooking that in. And then we're going to add in the Parmesan cheese. We're just gonna dump it in there and stir it until it melts.
Gotta go fast with this.
Do you want to put the other one in now, or do you want to wait a minute?
Oh no, I usually wait a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, I never double a recipe. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now you can see already the cheese melting, and it's getting thicker. See all that cheese? Oh man. So if she picks up that whisk, you'll see, yeah, all that stringiness. So she's just gonna do that for about a minute until the cheese melts. Okay, so we turned up our heat again to about medium because our cheese was not really wanting to melt into there. So we're gonna just keep stirring it, scraping the sides, scraping the bottom, just to make sure nothing burns. You definitely don't want it to burn, because if it burns, then that flavor of the burn gets, even if it's a little spot, it can get throughout your whole sauce. So you just want to be careful of that. But look at how cheesy that is. My goodness. And you can see too, I think, that it's dissolving. You don't see as much of the little cheese pieces. It's getting smoother. So we'll pause and stir for another minute or so and come back.
So usually when mine looks like this, I like it more like creamier, more like wet, I guess.
Liquidier maybe?
Yeah, liquidier. So if it looks like this, I just add a little bit more of heavy whipping cream. Only do like a little
Go ahead, you can add a little more.
little splash at a time and get it the consistency I want. So like literally just like a little bit at a time so it doesn't get like too liquidy.
Can you stir with the other hand and pour with the
Yes,
other hand so we can see a little better
So
how much you're putting in?
I usually do like a little dash at a time just so I don't get it too wet or too liquidy. I don't know what.
Yeah.
But like this is like perfect. And I find it easier to like mix it in with noodles when it's done.
All right. So if you make this, and if you have little hints or tips or things that you learn from doing it, you can always throw those in the comments. Or if there's anything else that you'd like to see in a video, if it's something that I know how to do, I'd be happy to do it for you. I do not know everything, contrary to what I like to think sometimes, but if I know it, I can do it. So anyways, now we got to do the final touch. We're going to add in the parsley. And there really isn't a method to this madness. I add it in until I think it looks good. So I usually put a lot more than that in there. That's why I had the other side open. So you can get more in there quicker. But it doesn't matter.
Let's see how that looks.
So you can start to see a little bit more there. The parsley, and if it looks good to you, then it's good. It's done. Because I really don't know that it adds
Much flavor.
yeah, much flavor. So there you have it. Fettuccine Alfredo a la Kaylee.
Oh yeah.
So Kaylee's gonna do a little taste test. Good stuff?
Awesome. I love it all the time.
All right. So next I'm gonna talk just a second about the noodles. Okay, so finally the noodles. Most people eat it with Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo. They did not have Alfredo at Aldi, which is where I was shopping, so I got linguine. I really don't know what the difference is. The only difference I know of is just the width of the noodle. I think fettuccine is a little bit wider than linguine, But I don't really think it matters. You could probably eat it with spaghetti. Heck, you could probably really eat it with macaroni. So it probably doesn't matter. They all taste the same. They're made from the same stuff as far as I know. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me on that. So the sauce stores pretty well in the refrigerator if you don't use it all. I would not freeze it though, because lots of times when you freeze some kind of a dairy, like a sauce or something, or a cheese sauce, when you try to thaw it out, it's got little crumbles in it. It's not smooth like it was before. You could always try it and see, but it just doesn't usually work for me. I don't usually have a whole lot of sauce left over, more than a couple days, so I just put it in the fridge, bring it out a couple days later, put it in a saucepan, heat it up slowly. I did do it in the microwave one time, and it separated. All the butter separated from the cheese because I think it heated too high and maybe too fast. So I will, from here on out, do it in a saucepan slowly so that hopefully it stays incorporated. I'm going to make garlic bread, which I already have the tutorial on here for the garlic bread. I'm going to still use hot dog buns. And I'm going to grill some chicken and put that on top too. Some places like restaurants will serve it with steamed broccoli on top. You can do whatever you want. It's, you know, it's yours, whatever you want. So anyways, here's my fettuccine or linguine Alfredo recipe. I'm gonna stick it up here real quick so you can screenshot it if you can. I don't know, that might be backwards. I got it from allrecipes.com. So that's it. Enjoy.